All right. Hey guys, welcome back to episode 4, The People. And today's special guest, the young chap, Mr. Vishal.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm okay. How are you guys?
We are
Good,
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 bro.
good.
So if you guys don't know about Vishal, Vishal is a very multi-talented musician. Some guys might know him from the Harvin Skin Show, and some people might not know him because I would say he's an underrated person, a very underrated person, and a very humble person as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, bro.
down to earth.
Very down to earth.
Thank thank you so much.
So Tijan, you can proceed first and
Yeah.
continue.
So Vishal, like how do you come into this music stuff?
So,
Like what made you start?
it's very interesting in the sense that how it actually started. I remember my very first foray into music came when I was younger, and you have the typical thing with Asian parents where it's like, you want to learn an instrument, you want to learn piano. So me and my
Correct, correct.
brothers learned piano. We hated it. Parents were like, okay, why don't you guys try something else? And one of my brothers said, "Oh, I want to do drums." My other brother said, "I want to do guitar." Now I was like,
Wow.
"Well, I kind of want to do drums and guitar too." But my parents said, why don't you let them do that first? You try something else in the meantime." So I went in for violin. I
Wow.
hated it. I hated it so much. Um, I think that put me off music for quite a bit. But after that, like my brothers just they sort of lost touch with music. They weren't really interested in it. And I just remember at one point my school was saying that, oh, we're gonna do a musical, so we want people who are comfortable on stage. You don't mind singing, maybe doing a little bit of dancing. And all I remember was that I was just not afraid to try and to do that, to just get up on stage and do that. I always thought of
Wow.
myself as someone who's like, I'm pretty socially awkward, so I wouldn't always be the most popular person or something. But I was surprisingly like not afraid to go up on stage to sing and just do that. And the first time I went up and I did acting and I did singing, I realized, wow, I really
Wow.
love this. So I went into
Nice.
music, I think, coming in from a performing arts background, a bit more on singing. And how I got into playing instruments, especially the guitar, it was literally just one day I was sitting at home, I was bored, I was just looking through cupboards, found my brother's old guitar in there, picked it up. Strings were rusty, but I just went on YouTube, searched up how do you tune an acoustic guitar, watched the
Oi.
video, learned it from there, and within a week I was like trying to learn as many songs as possible. And from there
Wow.
I realized there was just a huge, huge love for it.
You found your love, like your true love already.
I
Yeah.
mean, I mean, the people who have seen your videos, you play the guitar, they would know,
Yeah.
how good are you in that.
Yeah, man.
I mean,
Thank
I mean, you played an electric guitar, right? I mean, it's when you say electric guitar, not many people will say like, "Oh, it's easy, man." I mean, it's
Mhm.
something that not many people can play in that burst, and everything. You need to feel it, But you,
Yeah.
man,
Correct.
on another
Yeah.
level that I don't need to
Uh,
Yeah.
explain.
Thank you so much.
So
Yeah,
like,
because
yeah, Tijan, sorry,
no, like because uh, I came across your was it on TikTok? The reels
I was in
you put
YouTube, the blinding
it was on
lights one, is
YouTube.
it?
Oh, blinding lights,
Yeah.
yeah.
When I saw that I was like, wow, this guy. You see, the difference between someone is just playing and passionately is two different things.
Yep.
So in the moment when I saw you playing, bro, your whole passion was into it, and the way it sound, whoa, the tune, the beat, everything, man. Whoa, awesome, man.
Because like when it comes to
Yeah.
music, bro, for me, I don't know, but maybe Tijan would agree or you would agree as well. Like when you listen to a song or someone who's playing a guitar, when you just listen to it, you feel the goosebumps, you feel the energy of it. You just feel like, oh damn, no, it feels so good. I felt that in your Blinding Lights and many other
Oh,
Yeah.
songs. The Sheila Majid cover as well.
oh, thank
Yeah,
you
It
yeah.
so much.
was
Especially the one, yes. Especially that,
it was
yeah.
solid, bro. So like
Was
let
really
me ask you, bro, like what type of genre of music are you into?
So, I would definitely say that my roots have just always been rock
Okay.
music. Funny story about that. I first got into rock when I was about year 5 in school, and we were learning the recorder like every primary school student lah.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
But we had a very cool music teacher,
Okay.
and instead of playing any like kiddie songs or anything on the recorder, he was like, "Okay, As a whole class, we're gonna learn how to play a Deep Purple song on the recorder. So we all learn how to play Smoke on the Water, and like it's just like 15 kids with recorders playing with a live band during our school performance. And I remember thinking, wow, this song is so cool. And just from there, I started looking at more music in the 70s and the 80s, just completely falling in love with the genre. And up to now, I still have a huge love for rock music. Obviously, I've grown a bit as an artist in the sense that I don't just try to play rock, I try to be as versatile as possible. And I definitely enjoy a lot more genres of music now than just rock. But like even there, you can see an Avenged Sevenfold flag.
Yeah,
Yeah,
In the end,
I see
I'm
it.
wearing an Avenged Sevenfold shirt. I'm a rock
Yeah,
hit, lah. I'm a metal hit.
yeah. That's nice. Not
yeah,
many. Like, you can find people who are into rock, but they do not claim themselves as they like rock and stuff. They are like I like rock, but maybe I don't want to tell you I like rock. Maybe some
Mm.
people are shy because not many people like rock and stuff. But I mean,
Yeah.
it's
yeah.
it's nice. You try to like listen to classics and stuff. That's very nice. So like
That's very
if you had three people to choose, it could be a band or it could be like a solo artist. Who's your all-time favorite three people?
Oh, okay. All time. I mean, you can tell by the shirt I'm wearing and everything. Avenged Sevenfold is one of the first bands that I really followed, that I really loved. Listened to every single song by them. I don't think I've ever come across another artist which I've actually done that, where I can actually say I've listened to every song. I know the history of the band and everything.
yeah.
And my brother introduced me to them, so there's always that special place with Avenged Sevenfold. So they're definitely up there. I've not listened to them in quite a while, but it's one of those things where I'll just revisit from time to time. Another one would be, and a lot of people don't expect because it's not a rock artist, but The Weeknd. I
Wow.
maybe don't follow him as much. I've not heard many of his songs, but I have a lot of respect for him because the way he just rose up from out of nowhere and he's just become a worldwide sensation.
Yeah.
The style of music that he does is so unique.
Correct,
Um, it's like a combination of 80s with R&B and everything.
correct, correct.
I think recently he just did a show as well, which he completely paid for, like a few million or something. So he's just an artist I really look up to. And I'm trying to think of a third one. Genuinely difficult. So I'm gonna go with an answer that, I mean, it really does mean a lot to me. But someone who I look up to personally as a musician is actually my own mom.
Oh, that's
Um,
nice.
she she
Wow,
happens to be a singer as well, and I think that's where I get the genes from.
wow. Okay, okay,
Because
okay.
back when she was younger, I mean, girls at that time, like that time period, they weren't really allowed to perform or do music or anything. And my mom always wanted to be a singer, but never had the chance. And it was about, I think, maybe 6 7 years ago that my mom actually started taking up singing, and now she's a professional singer. She's performed all around the world. She's gone to Australia, performed in the UK. She even
Oh,
won an award in the UK for best best upcoming artist or something like that at the UK Bungra Awards. She's always been, she and my dad have both been incredibly supportive of me. Not once have they ever told me,
Yeah.
don't do music or look at something else as a career choice. They just tell me, like, if you love it, do it, because you know you're gonna enjoy it. We know you're gonna do well in it, and they've just been constantly pushing me. So my mom has definitely been my biggest inspiration.
that's great, man.
Yeah, it's
It's great.
nice to get inspired, like
Yeah,
mom
by
and
from
stuff.
your own family member, from your own, especially your mom. Wow, bro, that's
It's cool
amazing,
lah,
bro.
cause I mean
Yeah.
she sings rock songs and all that, so I don't think not many people can
Oh,
actually say that. Hey, my mom sings rock songs, you know.
Because it's hard to find like moms be interested in rock and stuff, right?
yeah.
But it's unique, man.
It's very unique of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Speaking of Avenged Sevenfold, my favorite song, I would say is "So Far Away." Is it?
Oh, so far away,
I love that
legendary
song,
song.
bro. That song is meaningful.
Such
It's
a good.
like something you would want to like dedicate to your friends, right?
Yeah.
Was very deep song, bro. Love
I
that.
remember, yeah, that was, I think, probably the first song I heard by them. If I'm not mistaken, I think that song was a tribute for their drummer which passed. So that
Oh,
song always has a special meaning behind it. Like you said, it's a very emotional song.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, okay, okay. So basically, that song is meant for one of the drummers pass on.
If I'm not mistaken, I know they have a few songs dedicated to him. I'm not sure if it's that one, but I
I think
think
it's
it
maybe
is.
like a tribute or something like that.
Tribute lah.
I think so. Yeah.
I see, I see, I see. So, Vishal, like, have you ever like encountered like, people come up to you like, you know, negativity, and then they say like, "Hey, bro, you can play, ah? Hey, how sure are you can make it?" Have you like ever encountered this kind of stuff before? And how do you like go through it? How do you like
Okay. So my first experience with it, um, I remember one time when I was in schools when I first picked up electric guitar, and I'd only been playing for about a few months, so I was 100% like not not good. I was a beginner electric guitarist,
Yeah.
and I remember asking a band in school in the same year group as me, like, hey, do you guys wanna you guys wanna do something? I wanna join you guys for like an upcoming show or something. And they're like, sure. And then later on in the day, I think I was like walking to the cafeteria and I was behind them and I could hear them talking. And then one of them was mentioning, like, that guy's not really good at he's not good at electric guitar. I don't think we should have him. Then I was just like standing behind, and then they turned around and saw me and they were like,
Oh,
how
awkward.
long were you there for? And I was like,
Oh damn.
Bro, they have the
but
audacity to ask you, how long were you there? Oh my God.
no, but
Okay,
I
okay.
mean, no, but like, I mean, I'm actually very close friends with that person now. Like, I
Oh,
think
okay, okay,
we
Oh,
were
okay,
all
okay.
okay.
maybe we're all
My bad,
younger.
my
I
bad, bro.
think we all were no worries. No, lah, but from then on, I've always had that fuel in me, I guess, to constantly prove people wrong. Which, as much as
Yeah,
I would tell people, don't let people bring you down. Always prove yourself to be good. Also, be careful in how you do it, because of that situation, I know that um I always came off as being too egotistic to some people, because I'd always seem like, no, I must always prove to people that I'm the best. And no matter how good my intentions were, that's not always the attitude that you should have. Sometimes people will look down on you. Sometimes people maybe won't think you're good enough. The best thing to do is just stay quiet, stay humble. You don't have to prove yourself to everyone. Just do what you want to do, and if they choose to see you as being really good, that's good. If they don't, that's completely fine, because I have dealt with a lot of people who, no matter what, they'll just always have something bad to say, and that goes with
correct.
everyone. They're
Very
just
true.
you I think everyone will go through that, and I did let it get to me, but after a while, I think it's best to realize that just don't let it get to you. There's so much more other things you could be doing with your time. You can't satisfy everyone in the world. I don't think you can actually have every single person ever like you,
True.
or think what you do is good. So
Correct.
just the people who do like you, who like the things you do, keep them close. You don't have to keep the ones that don't.
Correct.
That's right.
Exactly. Yeah,
That's
because
a
like
nice
waves.
yeah.
It's factful, lah. What you say is reality, lah, bro, and it's very factful, I'd say, because it is true, bro. We live in a world where it's full of hatred and love
Mm.
at the same time. So it's best to like you keep out all the hatred, bring in some love, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Chase
Yeah.
away the toxic energy, man.
Yes.
And I
I
mean, a
mean,
lot
look
of
at
the
you, bro.
time.
Yeah. Look at you, because you already flushed out all the hatred. You're doing things with love. You got people who love you, bro. You're doing fine, man.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
So bro, I
Yeah.
wanna ask you, are you in a band?
Yes, I'm actually in a few bands. So
Wow.
I'm in a cover band. We're called On Curfew. So we normally do gigs around Penang.
Okay.
Um, we're very much indie
I
based.
think you can take
So
this moment to give them a shout out as well, man.
Yeah,
yeah.
you can shout out to them.
Yeah.
So yeah, On Curfew, I'm good. Like, they're all my close friends. The guitarist is Mikkel. I'm usually the bassist and background vocals. My good friend Chris is on lead vocals and guitar as well, and Colin's on drums. So if any of them are going to be, I'm sure they're going to be watching this, but follow them, listen to their stuff. They all have original songs out. I don't have
Do you
any
guys
yet.
have like a social for your band or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're on Instagram at on_curfew.
Yeah, I'll link
I'm
the description
pretty
below
Underscore
sure
later.
that's
curfew.
I'll
right.
link the
Yeah.
description below later, so you guys can go give them a follow as well.
I'll follow
Uh,
you. Underscore curfew. Okay.
And another band that I'm a part of, and like I'm also really really proud of this band because we only just I think got together. It's only been about a year now. We've only done maybe 3 4 performances, but we've just had so much fun. We've just fit together so well as a band. That band is Math Class. So it's a pretty funny, weird, unique name. Um, but we're all basically some of us are close friends, but the way we met was just through a mutual friend, and we just decided, like, we'll just try jamming some songs, try playing something, and we just had such a natural connection between each other, even though like some of us hadn't met each other before, and it just worked so well. And what's really unique about this band is that um we perform in Chinese, so the songs are sung in Chinese.
Wow.
Um, but our music is very much J Japanese and J rock and J pop or anime inspired. So it's got that very unique sound to it. So we've had so much fun coming up with songs and everything. And quite recently, we just recorded our very first music video. Luckily, we recorded
Oh,
that before lockdown and everything, and we released it. And I just decided, I'll post it up on TikTok. And out of all the videos I've ever posted on TikTok, that one just completely blew up. All the like a lot of Malaysian people, because the moment they saw a Malaysian band doing J-pop and J-rock inspired
yeah,
music,
man.
it was so
Uh,
unique to them. And
It
I
is.
remember I just got like so many followers, so many likes, and so many people saying we want to watch this. So the moment it premiered on YouTube, so many people watched it. I think we're past 10K views now, and
Damn.
every comment there
Wow.
is just so positive. So it helped us as a band just sort of feel like, wow, you know what we're doing. There's so many people out there who want to do it, who want to enjoy it, who want to see what we do. So we've got 2 songs out now on our Spotify. You can follow us on our socials at Math Class Official. It's Math Class Official on TikTok and Instagram, and on YouTube we're just Math Class. And that song with the music video is called Sleepless. We're actually all currently working on another song that will be releasing soon. So yeah, stay tuned for that.
Yeah,
Stay tuned. Banger
that's
coming
nice.
soon.
Yes. Stay tuned, guys.
So, Vishal,
Show some love.
this will be like a fun question for you. If you had a chance to collab with someone, there will be two
Mm,
people, one from Malaysia and one would be international.
mhm.
If you had the chance, like you really had the chance, who
Okay.
would it be? Starting off with Malaysia.
Starting off with Malaysia. Okay, that's a very difficult question. Because I can list off a lot of the problem is I can't just like pick one.
Yeah,
There's so much talent in Malaysia, so much underrated talent,
yeah,
so many amazing people that I know that like I said, like I'm primarily a rock musician, but there's so many like rappers and other people who I just look up to so much. People like Darwin, he was also in the Harvard Skin competition. Um, Surin Lambert, um, Sean Vinda. Um, there's just so many. A good friend of mine called Yashiko. He's also based in Penang in Malaysia right now, and I'm working on him on a mixtape soon. So
that's
I think
nice.
that's already that I'm
Interesting.
already collabing with him.
Yeah,
But
Wow. Okay, that's good. That's good.
there are just so many, and all I can say is I definitely want to work with a lot more Malaysian musicians in general. So if there are any Malaysian musicians who are gonna be watching this, like I'm always free for a collab. I'm always up to just do something with anyone because I just love doing it so much. Um, I think one that has recently stuck out to me, I've never heard of any of his stuff before, Young Raja, but
oh, Young
he recently
Raja.
just, yeah, he had one of his songs just become super viral, and it was on the Jimmy Fallon show, and I listened to it, and I really do like his style of rap. It's very upbeat, it's very fun, and I always like challenging myself, considering I'm an electric guitar player. I play like rock indie music. I would want to think to myself, how could I incorporate that with a rap song? See what we could do with that maybe.
Yeah,
International. That is also a very difficult one because again, there's just so many like people that I would really want to work with, but right
Let's say, okay.
now,
Let's
um,
say that there's that one person international that you really legit you want to collaborate.
like could be a
okay,
very big person or could be a
Yeah,
small person, anyone.
anyone that you admire, that you inspire, that you got inspired from.
So this is gonna be a very weird answer. I don't think people will ever expect this, but Lil Nas X.
Oh, Lil Nas X,
Who?
man, he's a
Lil
legend,
Nas
bro. He's
X.
a
Yeah.
He
legend,
is an
bro.
absolute legend. He is not only an amazing artist, he is a goddamn genius when it comes to marketing himself
Yeah,
Correct.
and just
True.
doing anything as possible to create music that's fun, that actually carries a message. And you know, he had all the makings of a one-hit wonder when his first song came out, and then he just kept proving people wrong. The next song, instant hit, and now the song he's just released as well, Industry Baby, is just
yeah.
a complete hit. And I remember I watched a video on his process of recording that song, and he got like an actual live band to do it. He got like horn and brass players to come in and record their parts. He recorded like a whole band and everything. And I feel as an artist, he's constantly doing things to challenge himself, and he's just coming up with really unique things. So I 100% want to work with an artist like that, someone who's not afraid to do something different. And I think if I did have a chance to work with him, it would come out as
I
something pretty
mean, I
cool.
mean, you wouldn't know.
Yeah, you never know
Never know,
where life
man.
takes you, man.
Yeah.
You never know.
Hopefully, lah, hopefully. He better be watching this, huh? He better be.
Yeah. You should be, yeah, you should be watching lah after this. Oh, who is this
Mm.
guy? Vishal. Oh, you're not bad, huh? So Vishal, just another fun question. Like, which era of music that you find it beautiful,
Oh,
meaningful, deep?
I so have an answer prepared for this already. 100%, no doubt about it. 80s. Um,
You're my
there's
man, bro.
just there's just something about it. Like
Yes.
I remember back when it sounds I feel weird saying this because I don't feel like I'm that old and I don't think I'm that old, but remember when CDs were a thing? We would
Yeah.
go
Correct.
into a car, we would buy CDs from like Sun Global or something and play them in the car like whenever my mom would drive. And I remember my mom would just get CDs of 80s songs and everything. Like we had like 5 CDs in one album, and we just kept playing those. And I remember I just loved every single song. I just loved the sound of the instruments. Um, I loved how weird things could get in the 80s. Everything sounded so alike but so different at the same time, to the point where when you heard a song, it's like, yeah, I know this is from the 80s. And
Correct.
I've
Correct.
always tried to emulate them in music. I think you'll see a lot of the time in my on my page, on my covers, I'm always making 80s versions of songs just because I find it so fun. It's so cool. And I think a lot of people feel the same way because there's a huge 80s resurgence. I mean, shows like Stranger Things have an 80s vibe, and since then I've had so many movies and TV shows with an 80s
Yeah.
vibe. And like I was mentioning, The Weeknd is doing 80s style
Yeah.
song, Dua
Yes.
Lipa is doing 80s style songs. Almost everyone, all the big artists now are doing 80s
They're
style
going back to the
songs.
80s. Yeah.
And I think the best part about the 80s was that when you're talking about popular songs from the 80s, you have songs from pop, songs from rock, um, something like R&B, something more jazzy. So there was a wide spectrum back then, and every single song was just so so good. So I'm definitely biased, but I mean 80s, 100%.
I'm sure
We
you
can't
listen
deny.
to
We can't
Foreigner.
deny that.
Yeah. I'm sure you listen to Foreigner, right? Jukebox Hero, bro.
Yep.
That that is a that's the bomb, bro.
Like I,
Then
I think one of my favorite things is just finding those one hit wonder songs, or those songs that you've heard before but you just never know the name,
Yeah.
and then you
correct,
finally
correct.
find that
Yes.
song. So like yeah, I'm always doing that. I'm always just looking up songs from the 80s, and it's not only just like Western songs. Japanese songs from the 80s are amazing. Um and obviously Malaysian song Sinaran Sheila Majid is
Yeah.
just it's peak 80s for me. So I think everything about the genre, the way the instruments work together, the way the composition worked, it's just made a lasting impression on me.
That's a nice one.
Yeah. Very.
I mean, nothing beats the classics. End of the day.
Yeah. Classic is it's gold, man. It's old school, it's gold. It has a lot of meaning, lah. If you
Yeah.
ask me personally, music back in the in the 80s, 70s, bro, they are very meaningful,
Yeah,
Yep.
it's all
very
about the
deep
lyrics.
meaning.
Nowadays
Yeah.
is I think more into heartbreaks and those kind of vibes, you know. But I mean, like every year, every decade and stuff, the music changes on its
Yeah.
genre. So like, maybe now it's like that. Maybe after 10 years, it could be another different genre. So it is like that. So, bro, if you would want to give an advice to a person who wants to do music, maybe he's very shy, he doesn't like has the confidence to come up or make a video, post it on YouTube. What would the advice be to the person?
Um, First off, I mean, I would say I think it's completely normal when you have that first step going into music, and I think every musician will agree with me that feeling of being a bit uncertain in yourself, not being sure if what you're doing is good. It's always gonna be there, but I think one thing to notice is nobody starts good. Everybody starts on the same level. I genuinely don't think um like there's some people who are just born better at music. I think everyone is on the same level. If you're someone who has an emotional reaction to music, if a song can make you cry, if it can make you feel sad, if it can make you feel happy, it just means you have passion for music. And if you have that passion for music, keep pushing yourself, because a lot of the time you're going to be constantly questioning yourself as a musician, wondering, am I the best? um am I that good? Could I ever be the best? Or this person is much better at me than this, or that person is much better at me than that. And I think the whole point about being a musician is growing up and realizing that nobody's going to be the best. Nobody's going to be the best at everything. So there's no shame in being, second best, third best, fourth best, not being the best in that certain thing you're doing, as long as
Yeah,
what you're doing is unique, true to yourself. Because a lot of the time, I look at my own work and I'm like, oh, this is nowhere good as this person's, or my guitar ability is not as good as this person, my composing is not as good as this person. But somehow, no matter what, anytime I put something out and I have someone listen to it, or a friend listen to it, they say, oh, I can tell that's Vishal, because like that's his, like just the way he's done and put everything together. It's that identity is there. So I think the most important advice I can give to people is, if it's something that makes you happy, no matter what it is, no matter what instrument it is, doesn't even have to be music. If you do it just for fun and you realize it makes you happy, keep doing it. There's no reason to stop doing something that's making you happy. And if you reach the point as a musician, I think every musician or person who plays music will reach that point where they're like, okay, is this a hobby, or is this something I'm actually gonna choose as a career? And if it's just a hobby for you, that's completely fine. I know a lot of amazing people who have day jobs and still are great at music, still find the time to do music. That's completely okay. That's completely normal. And
yeah,
I think that's great. And then there are also some people who want to do it as a career. And especially in a place like Malaysia, um, a lot of that Asian mentality tends to look down on anything that's art based.
correct.
I remember a lot of like, even my parents would tell me that like if we went for a party or anything and people would come up to me and ask me, what are you planning to do? And I would be like, I'm planning to go into music. And they're like, oh, okay. You're not gonna go for law, for engineering, for medicine. And my parents would just be like, no, he wants to do music, so we want him to do music. So I think, and I've had to come through this as well, because I genuinely was actually picking between going into law or music, and I
See,
finally decided on music because I realized to myself, no matter what, if I've had performances where I'm genuinely playing to maybe three people in the audience, but I'm somehow just so happy on stage. Just the
That's
day
good.
before, I won't be able to sleep because of how excited I am to just go up and
Yeah,
play something. And that's when I realized the reason why this lockdown has affected me so much is because I don't have those chances anymore. So
uh,
I don't want to ever be in a position where I'm telling myself I'm too busy to do this, to release this song, to do this song, or I don't have the time to go and perform or anything. I genuinely believe that there's so much more that I can achieve and do, and I don't think I could, live without doing that. I feel like I need to go out there, even if it bites me back, that's fine. But I need to go and experience it for myself. I need to push myself out there and see if I actually have the chance, to become something big, because I really
yeah.
would want to, but I love this so much. I wouldn't want to let it go.
that's no words. That's
Yeah,
very inspirational, bro.
yeah,
If you
it
end
is.
up going to a law school, I don't think so you'll be doing music, man, because law school
Yeah,
is not something where you come back and
yeah.
you
Then you
just
can,
relax.
yeah,
It's
you can
all
relax.
about
You can't.
studying, man, memorizing and
It's all
stuff.
about memorization and stuff, bro. But but to be, if you ask us, you did the right choice, man, because you are doing something that you love. You know, you're passionate about. That's good, bro. Keep it up.
Don't
Yeah,
care about what people tell about you, bro. They don't
yeah,
define
yeah,
you. What you do now and what you will achieve in coming years is yourself, not them.
yeah,
They are just like an empty vessel which you throw a coin in. It's just making
yeah,
the sound,
Yeah.
but there's nothing happening, you know?
yeah, yeah,
So it doesn't really matter,
yeah.
man.
But
So
for you, it's different. When you play, you make the sound.
yeah,
See the difference?
you give them the vibe, man. So
Yeah.
brother, one last question before we wrap it up. You had
No problem.
one message to give to your fans. What would it be?
If I had a message from my fans, first things, thank you for being my fan. I did not think I would have fans, but it genuinely it does mean a lot to me when people message me saying like, hey, I don't know you that well, or we don't know each other that well, but I really liked what you did, or what you did inspired me, or I'm waiting for you to do this, to release this song, to release that. Because it it gives me meaning. It's not like, that's the difference I think between just getting money from a performance or something and having people actually enjoy it. Because getting a paycheck, that feeling is nowhere near as good as when I'm finished with the performance and people are coming up to me and my band saying, wow, you guys were great, we really enjoyed that. And just having a chance to talk to people more about music, and having people actually follow me, and just eager to see what I put out next. It makes me feel like everything I've done so far has had a purpose. Because yeah, you as a musician, you'll always sort of feel like, is what I'm doing worth it? Is it actually gonna do something? Do people actually like it? You're gonna constantly question yourself. And so having people, tell me that, no, I look up to you, or um what you did inspired me, it genuinely, it makes me happy beyond words. So if anyone is my fan, please know I'm so thankful to you, and I really do love you.
That's a very good message for the fans.
Very loving words from Vishal.
So, brother, thank you for coming
Yeah,
Thank you
over,
so much
telling
for having me on.
your progress and stuff. Thank you a lot, bro.
yeah. It is very interesting, to know how you started it, and basically how from where you started and where you are now. It is inspiration, bro.
Also,
You
we
need
from
yeah,
KL the Penang, we wish you the best, bro, in your
all the best.
upcoming projects and cover
Yes.
songs and everything. We hope to see you somewhere, not here, maybe somewhere there, the
Yeah.
upcoming future. I know you have the potential, man. You'll definitely get there. And
Don't worry, soon, I promise.
thank you, bro. And also, thanks a lot. We'll end the program with your cover song. Is by Sheila Majid. I'll play it at the end
Oh
of the
yeah.
video.
Yeah.
And go check him out. Description all below, his Instagram and everything. Please do follow
Do
him,
follow him,
show some
guys.
support, and mainly support Malaysian
Show love.
music. Support Malaysian
Yeah.
music. Don't go listen to some international and come and show all your this one here. Support Malaysian music. Promote them, because end of the day, it's all
Yeah.
about the good vibes. And good night, everyone. I'll catch you guys for the next episode. And peace from me now, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.